Hit the like button, subscribe.
Defense wins championships, everybody.
What's up? You already know what it is. It's HAIRitage Sports Talk, and we're live. So this is what I need you guys to do real quick before we get started. I need everybody to go to that like button, press it. Everybody go to that share button, press it. And hit that bell so that way you know when we're coming on. All right, let's get this one started, y'all. We're live on YouTube, we're live on IG and Facebook. Hopefully that you guys can chime in. Just remember that you can always chime in, put your messages or your questions or whatnot into the little box so that way we can read it and we'll answer them. We'll get with you. This is where we talk about everything on the outside, everything on the inside, and we definitely speak about everything that's in the cut. We listen to those rumors, but guess what? We really don't talk about them. We bring you the facts, and we're going to get started. Like always, like every time that we jump on here, I'll bring my right-hand man in first. You guys already know who it is. It's Mr. Tone Harvey. Mr. Tony, how you been doing, my brother?
What's happening, Rodney Legendary Brown? Good to see you again, man, and happy birthday.
Hey, I appreciate that, man. You know, we just got finished talking. I've been trying to reverse it. It ain't working, bro. So I'm going to enjoy
Keep working on it, man. Keep working on it.
Keep moving forward. You know what I'm saying? All right. So, ladies and gentlemen, it's my guy, it's your guy, it's Tone's guy. He's #1 Raiders fan, as we know. Mr. Elijah Lewis, Mr. EL.
What's going on, everybody? Glad to be here. It's another day in the land of the living.
Yeah, we
Good
here.
to see you too, brother. Good to see you as well.
Good to see everybody, and make sure we all here. And remember, Wu-Tang is for the children.
Yeah, I'm with you, brother. Yes, definitely.
Yay! All right.
Yeah. So today, fellas, before we get started, we got a special guest. I had the pleasure of working besides this young lady years ago. It's been some years, but she's a very incredible person. Not only is she in the business of cosmetology, she's a mother, she's a business owner, she's a communicator, mentor, and a lifelong learner. She enjoys bringing people together through her conversations, encouragement, and her shared experiences. She's a licensed cosmetologist. She's also an educator, and she's an operational professional. She recently stepped into this sports scene with the sports content creation as a host on the On Stage Plus TV network, where she shares her NFL news, game recaps, off-season storylines, and focused conversations about the game that she loves. So she fits in right here. I just want to bring her in as Miss Roketa Rayford. Welcome, Roketa, to HAIRitage Sports Talk. How you doing this evening?
Welcome.
Great. Hello, and happy birthday, Rodney.
I appreciate
I tried
it.
to say it earlier, but you said something about reversing it, and I know what that's like. Being in the beauty industry, that's what we try to do. We try to reverse everything. We try to reverse the gray hair, the wrinkles, all of that stuff. So, but thank you. Happy birthday. Thank y'all so much for the invite. I appreciate it. You said pretty much everything that I am. And, I love sports in general. Football is my sport. But, I'm here. I'm here to engage. I'm here to share. I'm here to learn. I'm here to talk sports with y'all.
All right.
Right on. Glad you're in our space right now.
Yeah.
We need more women who like sports to talk with us, too. We've been trying to get there. So this is a special occasion for us. So thanks for joining us.
Okay,
yes.
Yeah, I appreciate that. I have noticed that when I got started with On Stage Plus, it was a group of gentlemen like yourselves that talked football, and so I'm not a whole sports analyst. I don't go into stats and stuff deep like that. I just love the game of football. I love the culture of football and sports, so I try to share that with moms and women that maybe aren't into it like that. So I've gotten a large group of women that are like, I didn't even listen to it until we started listening to you. And now I know a little bit about football. Now it makes me want to watch it. I take it everywhere I go. Somebody gonna know about football, sports, the 49er's, something.
Right. No, that's true. That is true.
Yeah.
Well,
yeah.
I appreciate you coming on. We want to thank you for coming on. Like Tone was saying, it adds a whole different dimension to it.
Thank you.
One thing that we always figured is like, I know like in the barbershop, I know it's mainly like fellas that sitting, there's a bunch of guys in there, but we do get the moms that come in there and we do get the ladies that come in.
Absolutely.
And surprisingly, a lot of them know just as much about sports as we do. So, you know, why not incorporate it? Why not bring you all along with it? And let's talk this and let's go.
Yeah.
All right. First thing we're gonna do, I want to bring up the Lakers. Okay, so we knew Mark Walters. Mark Walters bought the team about this time last year. Now, about a month ago, he was under federal investigation. I mean, does that have anything to do with it? We don't know, whatever. But he bought the team for $10 billion, and he just recently sold for $12.5 billion. Roketa, what do you think about that actual deal with the Lakers being sold for $12.5 billion?
So, I mean, why not? Like, you know, I heard about it last year when he took it over, and now to sell it again. I mean, what? I don't know. I'm kind of up in the air about it a little bit. It's the Lakers. It's the organization. Why would you sell it? I mean, why? I guess my thing was why, more so than anything. So, I mean, the whole scandal stuff, I don't know if that had anything to do with it. Maybe it did, because why? Even for that amount, though, why would you sell it? What's really going on?
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Hey, you look like you got something to say, man. What you think of it?
This whole thing stank. This whole thing stinks like the corpse flower at UC Davis when it blooms.
Oh my goodness!
You know I had to dig this up. So
yes,
let's talk about this. If you guys haven't heard this story too, on top of it, the Padres sold. Now, I'm going to go ahead, and this is all connected. The Padres were sold to a group that had Jose Feliciano in it. Now, with that group that had Jose Feliciano, they were in a war with the old owner, and they were trying to buy up everything because both of those guys were in a group that owned Chelsea Football Club. Now, that happened in 2022. Now, he got in trouble because he was trying to buy up all the teams, and Feliciano was trying to come back at him. So, that stinks. That part stinks. And the whole thing about Jared Kushner's brother, who's a private equity buyer, private equity is ruining everything. This is how we had things get ran into the ground. This is how we're losing our restaurants that taste good. There's a whole guy. There's a guy on YouTube that I listen to and watch a lot, and he talks about things that go bankrupt, and it's called Bright Sun Films. This guy's one of my favorite YouTube creators, and he talks about private equity and everything else. You know, I love that Bob Iger tried to get his money, and he cashed out, and he retired. I want Bob Iger to get his money. But something else stinks with this whole Buss family getting ready to sell the rest of the stakes, and Jeannie Buss gonna go and knock somebody out.
So that's another point that you just brought up, Elijah. 5 of the siblings agreed to sell, but Jeannie holds the trust. She holds the rights to the trust. So she's saying, I'm not selling.
So she wants to stay, she wants to remain an owner. An owner who's the chairman of the board. That is what Jeannie wants to do. So she wants to stay a part of it and call the shots. This group with the Kushner fella in there, Jared Kushner's brother, I don't think they want that. And I think they're seeing something else through this deal to try to move away from her. But Elijah, you beat me to it. Of course, you know, this is all about, venture capitalists. And this is exactly how these type of things go down, you know, when it comes to these equity firms. And let's understand, you know, this team was bought 8 or 9, 10 months ago. Okay,
Yep.
now it's about to sell again real quick for $2.5 billion. It'll accrue that much value within that time. This guy, he's not playing around. But yes, he's under federal investigation, which I don't know if it was inside trade. I don't know all of that, and it does stink. But $2.5 billion in 10 months. Hey, that's a lot of money.
The guy owns,
a lot of money.
guy owns Chelsea. I mean, the guy owns Chelsea Football Club. Come on. There's only one football club is going to be worth more than Chelsea, and that's going to be what's that team's name? Liverpool, and what's the other one?
Manchester.
Yeah, Manchester United.
Mm-hmm.
Come on, man.
And then you know, you got Kushner in there. I don't know. You know, I know the Kushner family. They made their money by real estate. Okay, which people don't understand. You know, Jared Kushner, who's married to President Donald Trump's daughter. Okay, yeah, they always had money. They had money way before the Trump, you know, came into this deal. Okay, Jared Kushner, when he was going to Harvard, he was doing these capital ventureless equity type of deals when he was in college. So that tells you a lot. But he was dealing with real estate, okay, buying buildings for $10 million a piece and stuff like that. And he's 21, 22 years old. Okay.
Wow.
This is what they do. This is what they do. What this is going to do for pro sports, that's another thing that we have to see. If this deal go through like it's supposed to, because Jenny Buss is standing in their way. But it just tells a lot about what's happening right here. So that was going to also fall back on the valuation of all these other pro sports team, as Elijah has alluded to. Okay, the Kings, I think they were worth $3 or $4 billion. Maybe their value go up, you know, a little bit because of this deal and things. But this is what people don't understand. Remember back in the day when we was, you know, a lot younger, me a lot younger, you know, than you guys, except for Mershaw. But anyway, families own sports team, right?
Yeah.
Right.
Now, what we're seeing right now, and Roketa, I know you can attest to this too. Corporations are now owning teams.
Right.
It didn't shift it. It didn't transition to that right now. This is what we're seeing with corporations right now. All right. Yeah. And Jeannie, she's probably the last in line to fight these type of things. Okay.
And I'm not mad at her about that either. I mean, I see what you're saying. It's always been a family thing. You got these corporations trying to come in and take over everything. I'm with her. I'm trying to hold on to the last of what I can. It's a family thing. So everything can't be bought. Everybody can't be. I mean, the amount of money is, I mean, that's a lot of money. But like you said, when you looked at these teams and the owners, it was a family type thing. Now you have these corporations that are coming in and just, you know, trying to just bogart, just take over because they got all the money.
Milking it for everything is worth.
Yeah,
right
mark
now.
my words. Mark my words. If there's a new team in the Central Valley, and you talk about corporations, I bet you the wonderful corporation is going to be the next one to try to get a pro sports team in Fresno. But that's the thing that's going on. It is crazy the money that's going on around this, and especially with this. Mark my words. Something's going to come down between this deal and the deal with the San Diego Padres all at the same time.
We'll have to watch out
for
that.
Yeah, it's crazy. And I'm definitely going to watch out for that one too, because this is all tied together. It's all tied together. Wow. I'm just, you know, it's just, you know, it's sold. The Lakers sold for $10 billion. Now they're going to make a $2.5 billion, you know, increase on this deal. What's going to happen later on down the road? Okay. Before, you know, other cities like this jump into it too. I mean, by next year, they might be worth $20 billion, you know?
Right. I mean, who can say, you know, who knows what's up? I know we grew up on the Showtime Lakers.
Showtime.
Yes.
Magic Johnson.
How you guys feel about the newly acquired players that they got now? It's a little bit different.
I talked about that. You know what? I'm gonna let the young lady talk about that first. Cause we did talk about that. What do you think about this?
What was the question?
The makeup of their roster, the Lakers roster right now.
And
It looked like the Celtics. It looked like the Celtics back in the 1950s right now.
Yeah. You know what? I ain't really got into it that much like that, but it just looks different. It looks, just from what I've seen on there, and I haven't really paid a whole lot of attention to it, probably because it's not in season right now. I've been watching the WNBA though, but yeah. I just, even with everything that's happened with them, it just looks different. Nothing really looks the same. The players, what they're doing, who they're wanting. To me, it just all kind of, I don't know. It goes back to the old school, kind of more so, I guess. But again, I don't know, fellas. Y'all got this one.
Here's my thing. Okay, I'm going to say this. I'm just going to say this in metaphor. I want everybody to go out and watch Steve Martin's The Jerk. If you've ever seen The Jerk, the beginning about he has to go and find his purpose. Well, there's a team that's out there trying to find his purpose.
Yep.
I was born a poor black child. I still remember them words from that movie. I was born a poor black child.
That one goes way back.
Way back.
But all you youngsters, go out there and watch The Jerk, and then think about the Lakers, and then you'll get my answer.
I don't even know if
the
Lakers. The last time the Lakers looked like this, George Mikan was playing. They was the Minnesota Lakers then. All right, they didn't even have a team like that with Jerry West playing, man. You know, I'm not saying this not going to work anywhere. It is different. It's going to be different and stuff. We're going to see how this pan out. Okay, but they're gonna get ran. Okay, but I'm looking for some success out of this. But I just, I don't know. If it catch on, it's only gonna be for a little while. It ain't gonna last because we got some savvy defensive coaches around here. They'll shut it down if that's all you're gonna be doing. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna have to run up and down that court. That's the one thing, okay? If I got to run 10 or 12 men in the game against you, that's what's going to happen. And the Lakers ain't got 10 or 12 people who can run. They don't. They don't. Now, I like Kessler Walker, who they just got from Utah and all that. The 7-footer, 7'2" He ain't running down that court down like that for 35, 40 minutes. It ain't going to happen. It's not. You're going to get hurt.
That's not. Let's run to the.
They're not that deep. They're not that deep. I don't know. It's going to be interesting. It's different, but it's going to be interesting to watch. I'm looking forward to that because I did say this the last time that we spoke. Paul Westphal, may he rest in peace. When he coached the the Kings back in the early 2010s, and he did something like that, but only for a few minutes, folks. Only for a few minutes, and it worked for a little while. What was that? Andre Nocioni. They had Omri Caspi. I think what's his name? Fernandez, a Spaniard for a little bit. He was the point guard. They had 5 non-black guys on the court, and it worked for a few minutes. It wasn't going to work, too long and stuff like that. But Paul Westphal, and he played in the league for a long time. He see these things happen, and he was a pretty good coach too. Like I said, may he rest in peace. But that's the last time I saw it happen. That's what, 15, 16 years ago.
Yeah.
It was a long time. So we're gonna run to the NFL because it's we're gonna skip over a couple of those things, but let's jump on the NFL real quick because there's a lot going on in the NFL. Updated news: 2-time Pro Bowler, defensive tackle Vita Vea. He and the Bucs have reached a 1-year extension for $30 million. So, which means that he won't be traded because the Niners was after him for a while.
Yeah.
So that ties him into Tampa Bay for 2 more seasons. Then the Seahawks just signed Trayvon Diggs, who's a 2-time Pro Bowler, who's a defensive back. He's got a 1-year deal. And then the 37-year-old DeSoto, Texas native and veteran pass rusher, he has signed a $5.5 million contract worth up to $7.5 with Dallas Cowboys. And the person I'm talking about is Mr. Von Miller. It's his 15th season. He's the league's active career sack leader at 138.5. Last year he was with the Commanders, which he led the team with 9 sacks. Let's update on this NFL. Roketa, how do you feel? What's your team, first of all, and how do you feel the direction that your team's taking?
So I'm a Cali girl. My team, if you can't see it, the red and the gold. I'm a San Francisco 49er fan, and so I'm a fan. You know what I'm saying? So for me, I'm always predicting postseason for the 49ers. And no matter how it starts off, because we seem to be that team, just before we even get out of camp, we got 30 injuries. Everybody out, something happens. It just, the roster is full of nothing but injuries. So, but for some reason, all the other guys, the new guys, the rookies, the stribblers, they always end up stepping up. And so we get surprised when we didn't win the first 2-3 regular season games, because preseason, everybody was injured, everybody's hurt, we don't know what it looks like. The 49ers have, I think, one of the best head coaches out there. We just played the Titans, and so we got rid of Robert. Well, Robert went over there. He's head coaching now. He was our defensive coordinator for last year, and then prior to that, he was our defensive coordinator. So playing him was tough. He knew what he was coming up against. We lost the game, but for me, the team looks good. We've got some young guys out there. I think we'll again go pretty much as far as postseason. Not too worried about it. It's funny moving out here. Everybody thought I would convert to a Cowboys fan. Because the majority of my family is a Cowboys fan. They're all from Texas. That's how I ended up here anyways, as we talked about that, is my dad's side of the family is all from Texas. And so my sisters were already here. So one of them absolutely converted to Cowboys. She is a diehard Cowboy fan. I refuse to convert over to the Cowboys. I'm not going to do it. You know what I'm saying? Even watching the game, Martinez come out there, he didn't do a whole lot as expected, but I'll root my team to the ground before I hop on board with them Cowboys. So, but congratulations to Von Miller. He's still with the Cowboys. The Cowboys always need help. So,
especially on that defensive side.
Anything they can add to the team is always going to help them. So they just don't know how to play the cards right all the time. So, it'll be interesting to see. I hope he has a great season. I like Von Miller as a player. I hope he has a good season with the Cowboys. Yeah,
he's a little bit up in the tooth, but they need somebody like him, and he's going to definitely be a leader on that team.
Absolutely.
Their defense needed really, really help, especially after they traded away Micah Parsons, which I still don't understand. They didn't want to pay.
That was
what I mean? So they, somebody like Von coming in. I was able to see him 10, 11 years ago in the Super Bowl, play here at Levi Stadium when Denver beat Carolina Panthers. He still pretty look good. He's carrying a few more pounds and stuff like that. But like I said, he's going to be a big impact for this. He's going to be a big impact for the Cowboys on that defensive side.
Yeah. It will.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, and I do like that receiver that you talking about too, Roketa. Stribling. They're definitely going to need him anyway because Pearsall is going to be out, right? He's out for the season.
Right.
So this is going to be a great option, okay, for the 49ers for Brock Purdy and things like that, because he got a target. He got a big target right now. All he has to do is do his part.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And they got Debo back, So Debo
back. They got another rookie running back. What's his name?
Is his name Black or who?
Black. Kaleon Black.
Yeah.
I think.
Yes.
Yeah.
But they said they were going to sit him down, though.
They were, but look, how though? You know what I'm saying? Like, why? I'm just like they need that piece to give them all the opportunity. That's my thing, is give them all the opportunity. And that's what preseason is for. Let them all out there, see what they got. That's what preseason is for, those guys. Let them get out there, let them prove themselves, play their plays, and may the best man end up in the position.
Right. Yeah. One more thing about dribbling, I want to go ahead. This is for all of our fans out there. If you play fantasy football in your league, grab him because he is the one that people are going to be trying to get. Get him now because the Niners are going to be going him with that ball. Also, one thing about dribbling, if a lot of people don't know, this is one of Elijah's facts that you need to know. His uncle is the great wrestler Don Morocco.
Oh, wow. Hey. Did your investigation? Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Interesting.
Hey, look, we here to learn stuff and learn something.
I'm learning too. Shoot. If we come off, from that end, from Elijah, it's a perfect nugget that we all need to know and stuff.
Right. We needed that information.
Grab him. Fantasy football, y'all. If you play fantasy football, you better have him on your team. Grab him.
Yes, sir. I'm definitely going to consider him too. Now that you mentioned it, because he's a target and he's going to see a lot of ball. What's the other guy? The big one who's been in the league for a few years. Yeah, played with Tampa Bay. No, played for Tampa Bay. Kittle is tight end. I'm talking about the other receiver from they got from Tampa Bay. Big guy. He's big, but he's always hurt. He's hurt right now.
Right. Same thing with Kittle. So they're going to be Brock Purdy's going to be looking at him for a target.
Yeah.
For a serious target.
Yeah.
I can't believe I'm talking about the Niners like this.
Let's go.
Me. And I don't really have them pick for anything because I gave up on them. I ain't no 49er fan. I'm a Chicago Bears fan, but since they failed me the last 3 years, I'm thinking they Super Bowl winners, I ain't done that this year. Yeah, you gonna have to show me, and I'm not from Missouri. Show me. Now them 49ers gonna have to show. Okay. What? But they still look good. I mean, the only really thing that's standing in their way is the Los Angeles Rams.
Yeah, for the Niners.
We play them too. I think we play them like
they play them in Australia.
I think our first game. Yeah, we play them. Yep.
Yeah, first
country games. Yep, we play them soon.
Yeah,
Elijah. Yeah. What's going on with the Raiders? Your quarterback look like he's okay. He looked like he's got.
Man, Fernando is looking good. Him and Kirk Cousins,
Fernando looks real. Yeah,
they are calling them the goody two shoes quarterbacks. They are like the kings of nice. So the kings of nice are getting it ready together so they can go out. They praying. They're making sure everything taken care of, and they're looking good on the field, man.
They are. They look good.
Nice, man.
That kid looked real good. He looked. I liked him. I like Fernando. I mean, Raiders lost that game, didn't they? Though.
They lose every game.
Hey, look, I seen some highlights on them, but I still ain't got the score of that game.
They're picking the Raiders. They're picking the Raiders to win at least 9 games.
Win?
Oh no, I can't. Come on now. I don't know about that.
They're gonna win 9 games.
No, you missed what he said. He said over the next 3 seasons they're gonna win 9 games.
Oh, okay. Can you hear me now? Well, I got you. Because they ain't winning on 9 games this season, Elijah. They're my West Coast team. I'll follow the Raiders, but okay. Because what they gonna do? They gonna start Cousins first for a few games before they, they're gonna work Fernando in there and things like that. There. Okay. Yeah. Then when they, when that era start, then I can start gauging some stuff. But I can't give you 9 wins this season. You know that, right? You know that.
They're saying, "Hey, I believe it when I see it. I'm gonna love it." And just so y'all know, I am going to Vegas, so I might be there for a game because we have to go and do some work in Vegas. Me and the wife.
Okay.
So
I wouldn't mind going to Allegiant Stadium myself. You know, I would like to go there this season myself, but I don't know if I'm gonna make. But I would like to go see them play because I do not mind seeing the Raiders play. But I'm not giving you no 9 games. You know?
9 games. Hey, when you go to Vegas, in the name of the In the Cut crew, we need you to take a towel with you and take a picture after the
game. Buried in the towel like this. You buried in the towel like this.
Don't do that.
I tell you what, if
I heard
they
the
lose,
stadium's
we gotta go to
nice, though. I
Vegas.
heard the stadium is real nice.
Oh, it's beautiful. It's a really nice. Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Enjoy
when I go to
yourself.
Vegas, I will carry a towel with me and take a picture in front of the Raiders store inside of the horseshoe.
All right.
Okay.
Looking forward to that.
Right.
Looking forward to that. Okay. Just don't get too far ahead of yourself with this 9 games, brother, because let me stop. Let me stop.
What about Tony, your Bears, man? What's going on with the Bears, man?
Same thing.
What is going on with the Bears?
Same thing. They try to put it together offensively, and but I don't. Their defense should be a little bit stronger on the secondary end, and I think I talked about this too. We still gonna have problems with the Lions and the Lions and the not Minnesota, Green Bay. Okay,
Green Bay.
All right. We had a pretty decent season last year, until we got knocked out, in the Rams, in the playoffs. Understand that. But this is 2027 now. You still have to deal with these teams in the midway. All right.
Right.
If we have some success against them, I'm okay. All right. I'm really reserved on what's going to happen, what our quarterback Caleb is going to do, which I think is okay because I think they don't put enough weapons around him.
Enough pieces.
In order,
you got enough pieces.
Right, to succeed in things. It's just that if they can play because Green Bay ain't no joke. I hate them. I hate the cheesehead. They ain't no joke. And the way the Detroit Lions have got better and better because I like that coach and everything like that. This is, you go through that fire, then you got something going. But you got to make it happen. You got to make it in the midway. Otherwise, come on, Bears. Thanks for asking.
About the Steelers.
It's interesting. Steelers are interesting.
They are interesting.
They have everything though. They do. Yeah. Well, they got Rodgers coming back, and they got another quarterback behind him. It's definitely going to be an interesting team to watch. Since they didn't change regime as far as the coaching like that. They still gonna have one of the better defenses in the league. You know this now.
Always.
Okay. Yeah. So once you got that, all you got to do is make sure your offense is clicking, things like that.
Right.
I'm not gonna I'm not counting the Steelers down there. They've been winning forever.
Yeah.
Forever.
It's gonna be interesting to watch them. Interesting. Mm-hmm. It's gonna be interesting. A lot of teams interesting to see what's gonna happen this season.
Who else? Who else do you look at that might have a chance to make a run? Not necessarily a Super Bowl contender, but somebody that can get in the playoffs and mix it up.
I'm always hoping, and I'm gonna just put them out there because I want to see them out there. I haven't seen much of how they've been playing now. I did see, a couple standout players on the team, and that was for Baltimore, the Ravens.
Okay.
I get I always got them going that way. I honestly think the Lions, the Titans. I think there's so many teams right now from just based off of last season and the pieces we're seeing now that had the opportunities. Chicago, it's out there. Like you said, you know, I'm just trying to, for my team, we just got to beat the Rams. Just keep going from there.
Yeah, that is true. That's the only
Well,
thing standing in their way. I'm telling you,
we
everybody don't
got
understand
the
that.
pieces as well.
Well,
You know the thing about the 49ers.
don't count the Seahawks out.
I
Yeah.
don't count the Seahawks.
I mean, you know, I'm gonna put it like this
they
with the
won
season.
last year, but now,
Yeah, they were,
know.
but you know, when they win 13-3 or 13,
Right.
you know.
And who did they play? Like, to me, I just, you know what I'm saying? Like, it would be easy to be like, oh, see, Seattle going back. I can't say that. I don't see that, honestly.
No, I don't see it either. I honestly.
It is going to be a crapshoot, though, as you say, Roketa, because anybody's capable right now. Now, I almost forgot about Baltimore, okay?
Yeah.
Which got one of the best quarterbacks in the league.
Yeah.
Got one of the best. Definitely one of the better defensive end. I think the only thing that the Baltimore problem has been in the last couple seasons is that receiver spot. They got small receivers.
Yeah.
They don't really. He don't really have a big target other than his tight ends to throw to. But it's still going to be a good quality team. But they can sneak up in there and be one of those finalists. I'm not going to count them out. They always trying to get there with Lamar anyway.
Yeah.
But if they just got to see what's going to happen with that wide receiver spot.
They do.
Yeah.
They got a new running back out there. Jacoby, was that his name? Jacoby Lane, I think.
They do have a new.
Yeah, he's a new run.
They always have some pretty decent running backs anyway, but they did pick up another one. They know how to find them. But to run with Lamar.
Not counting them out. So this season's definitely going to be interesting. But you know, things don't even get busy till about the 9th, 10th week, I think, when you start to see what these teams really are bringing. So I'm just the season. It seemed like it just took forever to get here.
They still got.
I'm not.
They still got Derrick Henry, Adam Randall, and that's the rookie that they got that they're going to be really dependent on. And then they got another one that they just signed. Yeah, they still got Jonathan Ward too. But this Adam Randall one that they talking about is going to be a real big piece in that rotation and things like that. So, it is just, like I said, it's just going to come down to see what happened with them little small receivers. And, they going up against 6'3", 6'4" safeties back there. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Okay. And plus that Lamar going to have to stay healthy too. He was out for a few games last year. That hurt him a lot.
Gotta stay healthy. That's what kills them all. You gotta stay healthy.
Yeah. So I believe they got the Rams kind of penciled in because they're the best team on paper. Do we sit there and agree with these others who are looking at? They're pretty much just looking at numbers and names. Do you guys think the Rams are that team to be? Or I know we said it's open, but who's a favorite as far as you feel the way the team is built right now? If you were to pick one today, we're all for do it. If you were to pick one today, who would you go for? Elijah, I'll start with you.
You're right. I actually would say it's going to be somebody coming out the West. On paper, y'all got to hear me say this, so y'all better record this. The Niners and the Rams look good. Yeah. And that game in Australia is going to be maybe a showdown of what's going to happen. I would love to see them first week and last week of the season to really see who is the best that's on paper. Yeah. Baltimore again, but if I had to pick one on paper right now, the Rams coming with those two sides, two good quarterbacks. If they really are the real deal and can get everything together, they could be deadly.
All right. What about you, Roketa? If you were just to happen to pick one.
Niners, baby.
Just one.
Right.
But I'll go back the Rams. I will say Eli made a very good point. The Rams, especially on paper and on field. That's the Rams that's the team. That's the team to beat right there. So this Australia game is going to be interesting. I think it's going to set the precedence of how that season moves for them. Even maybe the Niners after that, but those were really the two teams I was already even in my head. Of course, I gotta say the Niners with the Rams was coming right after that. Yeah.
Okay.
I'm the same way. If I had to pick one team, it'd probably be the Rams, but it's going to come down to the Rams and the 49ers in the West. That's you can put a period behind that because that's going to end the sentence right there between those two. Those are two that I'm looking for. Now, I'm not going to bequeath. I shouldn't say I'm going to bequeath both of the teams of Super Bowl that yet to remain. But when I'm looking at it on paper and you ask me today, I'm going to go with the Rams. And then after that, the 49ers.
Yeah.
Okay. I agree.
And I'm watching all them games between them two. Of course, I'm going to be watching the Raiders. Of course, I'm going to be watching the Bears. But I'm definitely going to be paying attention to these two teams. I have to.
Yeah.
I agree. I think it's going to come out the NFC West for that NFC. I think it's going to be
because you don't know. Buffalo has got to be one of the most disappointing team in the East.
Oh, Buffalo! God.
Okay, and I don't even think they're going to get
disappointing. You said
they talk them up. They get talked up every year, at least by the media. The sports media, and they do nothing.
Yeah, Buffalo should be beating They're the other team on paper. Buffalo should be beating everybody.
They
should be, but they don't.
Everybody, but they don't.
And then they opened up this new stadium. They already having problems with the stadium already. They said there's a section in the stadium that people can't see from their vantage point from the view.
That stadium is too big for Buffalo.
It's like the old baseball stadiums back in the 1900s and stuff that they send. Now, who was the engineer? Who logistically put this thing together where you got seats?
Now, wait a minute.
Really, I ain't buying no seats in that area. I don't care how cheap they are.
Okay.
I'm trying to see the game.
Buffalo. Here's the thing about Buffalo. I took a trip to Buffalo in 2001 because my homie was lonely. He was homesick. He said, come and visit him and his wife, and we go out there. He said, I'm going to take you to Reich Stadium. We drove to Reich Stadium. I'm like, why is you taking me to a residential neighborhood? The stadium is in a residential neighborhood. You got to go down somebody's street. And the stadium is right there at the end of the residential street.
What?
And that stadium was like nothing else. I'm going to have to put the pictures up and send them to Marichelle so we have them. But it's like the neighborhood. It's like everybody gets together as the homies and they tailgate on this residential street. And so you go from something that is homey to something that looks like a monster, and that stadium is ugly.
Really?
That stadium is just fat out ugly. It like bowls like this. It's like the second level up at Golden One, and we know we don't like that second level at Golden One.
It's steep. Golden One is steep. It's a steep,
Why they build that?
Look almost like you're gonna fall down there on the court. I don't even want to see that though, Elijah. You cool? I believe you.
Buffalo should be doing more. Should be absolutely doing more.
That is a strange city because my oldest nephew on my mom's side, he was born in Buffalo, but all his folks live not that far from there in Dayton, Ohio. But his dad was telling me, why all these sports teams didn't been through there. Because remember, they didn't had a couple NBA teams there themselves. They have a football team there. They had baseball going on there for a little while, but for whatever reason, Buffalo does attract these sports franchises and stuff. And Buffalo Bills just happen to be it's the fans. It's the fans. Right. Yeah. It's the fans.
Mm-hmm.
They love big sports.
One more thing about Buffalo, so you guys know. I've been to the Anchor Bar. I've been to the Buffalo Brew Pub. The wings are better at the Buffalo Brew Pub than at the Anchor Bar.
Hey, isn't that where they started? That's where Buffalo wings started in Buffalo.
At both. Also, Buffalo. When I was back there, beer is cheaper than soda if you go out to eat.
What?
You could get a pitcher of beer the last time I was in Buffalo we were getting pitchers of beer for $5.25. And I'm not talking like this is Budweiser. I'm talking like East Coast Hefeweizens.
No way.
Well, there you have it. Because I heard, you can look it up or Google it too, that actually a black man created Buffalo wings in Buffalo.
In Buffalo.
Yeah.
In Buffalo, yes.
In Buffalo. Yeah.
It was because that was the only thing he had left. It was the same thing like the way that mole was invented. It was like he had some people coming in. He had some leftovers chicken wings from because they had shipped them the wrong things. And mostly people back then used chicken wings to go ahead and make stock. So he wanted to feed people. So he fed all these people that came in there with what he had in the kitchen. And that's how the buffalo wing was born.
Wow.
Oh,
Look at that.
that's deep, man.
I know.
That's that Elijah facts. Thank you for
Buffalo, New York. Live from Buffalo, New York. You got to be there. You have to visit to know what's going on there.
Love that place. I would just want to go to Buffalo and just for like 2 days and just go eat. Trust me, that is America's #1 food city. That's another reason why Buffalo.
Yeah.
If you like to go and eat out, Buffalo is the city to go ahead and eat out. We did not eat in one day when I visited there.
Oh.
Well, it seems like it does have some good aspect to it, you know.
I just came through the snow. I just
no, you got to.
I'm from Illinois. That's why I live out here.
Yeah,
that's why I live on the West Coast.
Like that.
I grew up in it, and I can't do it either. That's why I'm situated right here in sunny Sacramento. I've been here. I'm telling you, that long. Cabin fever and all that. Snow drift, 20, 40 feet.
Okay.
No.
Temperatures
15 below zero. 35 below zero, blowing wind.
I'm gonna give you guys another Buffalo fact. Buffalo University actually has an underground walking structure because of the snow.
Oh,
so students can walk to classes underground. Yes.
Oh,
from the dorms?
Yeah.
Another Elijah fact. We got Elijah fact today. Let's go.
Elijah, how long was you there, man? You seem like you spent some time there.
I love you.
I was there for a week. I was there for a week.
You found enough things to do.
Man, Buffalo, I'm telling you, Buffalo
don't seem like you could. There's many things. Doesn't seem like there's a lot of stuff to do. You know.
No, Buffalo. If you're like Sacramento, if you like Sacramento,
Niagara Falls is not that far from there, but you wouldn't want to go there during the wintertime, right?
No, you have to go. The best time to go to Buffalo is like right when football season is starting, like in September. That way you can get a car and you can drive to Niagara Falls and see Niagara Falls from the Canadian side. I'm telling you, I spent a week in Buffalo and it was one of the best weeks I ever had. An off vacation. It was just a random vacation to go visit my homie. He just needed.
I know my sister. Yeah,
and I just needed to go and visit him, and so he just needed homesick. He was just homesick, so I went.
Yeah, I never got that chance. My sister did live there for about 4 years, but by that time, I was already out here for about 4 or 5 years, so I never got a chance to visit her. But she used to go to Central State, which is right outside of Dayton, Ohio. I used to go there a lot, but I never got into the New York side. We have been, to Cleveland, Toledo, Akron, Columbus, Ohio, and all those things, but we never got to the New York side to get to Buffalo and stuff. But I'll consider it if I ever have to go. But no, I ain't going in the winter.
Yeah,
right.
It's interesting to hear that.
Not at all. So Buffalo, you got some good aspects to you too as well.
Right. Salute.
Yes.
Salute to Buffalo. Hey, so Tone, we got any Sac State updates, man? Is there anything going on over at Sac State besides?
No, they're about to get started, and I'm going to have not for today, but going into our next show. Yes, we will. They're about to start the MAC action. They're in the Mid-American Conference. Their first game should be in about a couple of weeks. I think the 12th or 13th is coming up. This first home game. Looking forward to that. Still don't know, how they're going to perform. We're going to find all that out, but it's already creating a lot of buzz because it's the MAC and they done moved up a division. So we're looking forward to that as well, and see it. What Alonzo gonna do? With his first time out being a head coach at Sac State too. Gotta support the brother. Glad you brought that up though, Rodney, because I do expect to be out there for a few games this year. I don't want to miss this because this is big, and it should help that program.
Yeah, definitely. Hey, fellas, Elijah, also, man, we've been invited to Cal's first game coming up in September 5th. So let me and Marisol know if you guys can make it or not. We'll make it out there.
Yeah, that's right.
Okay,
nice.
I'll have to go ahead and see about that. I think I'm okay, but we'll see the scheduling. But I want to go. Who are they playing?
I believe it's I don't know. To be honest with you, I know Marisol knows, but I'm not sure exactly who they're playing. But it's supposed to be a pretty big game, from what I understand. For them.
Nice.
All right. So Elijah, Indiana Fever's guard Sophie Cunningham discusses the backlash over comments of transgender athletes. She also said that by the way, they're playing UCLA. So
UCLA. I was just UCLA. That. Oh man, y'all gonna get to get. Y'all gonna get to see a pretty good game, man. There, California Memorial Stadium, UCLA.
So, yeah, they're playing UCLA, so that's gonna be a pretty big game.
Yes, it is.
Yeah, Elijah. Sophia said that the W needs to get back to playing basketball and forget about her comments.
And I think I'll always believe in that. I think it's really important to protect children, and that's little girls who are also involved in that category. And so I stand on what I said, and I always believe that.
I'm going to grin and smile, not to get political, and
she has a freedom. She has
freedom of speech to say
she
what
has
she
freedom
would
of
like.
press. Freedom of speech. So I'm just gonna leave it like that. And I don't think there's any wrong for her to having her own convictions, what she said. And there's a lot of people who agree with her, and there's a lot of people who don't agree with them. I feel the same way about that situation as well. So I do respect her as a player too. She's one of the toughest players in the WNBA. Okay, so that's one thing I get her, but it has been a lot of talk off court than it has been on court. Well, there has been some on court discussion, as far as the fouling and the physicality style of play in WNBA. But that's basketball. But what's going on over here? You ask these players something, they respond. They give a reaction. You just have to respect what they say. Right. But I would want them to respect what I say. In my opinions.
I really think, though, one thing I actually have to agree with her about is that they need to start covering the sport as much as they're covering how these people are running their mouths right now. And if those media outlets can go ahead and put the spotlight on the women playing the game, then we can see those highlights instead of us doing that. It's like you want to turn the WNBA into a reality show. That I agree with of her, but everything else I'm going to just smile about.
Yeah, I mean, and the reason, sports is entertainment, but this is a different type of entertainment. You know what I mean? And quite honestly, if you go around the horn, podcasts, radio, in print, it's a lot of the men who's bringing up these type of narratives. Okay. Because when you got other, like football players and baseball players and everything like that talking about that, what I'm saying? Instead of the play on the field, who's generating the narrative. And it's the men. Let's be honest. It's the men. You got to get away from that.
Right.
Focus on the
because
sport.
I'm telling y'all right now, Sylvia Miles, who's going to be the rookie of the year, she's going to be the star of the show for the next few years, boy, because I love the way she plays for the Minnesota Lynx.
Yeah, definitely. Oh, all right, man. I'm going to bring something up. Did anybody catch Miss Martha Reeves singing the national? Excuse me, I can't help but giggle. So here we go.
Oh, my
God. What so proudly we
how she looked at
and
them.
the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming. Carl Lewis is off the hook.
Man.
I'm sorry, man. Yeah, you know, she was a great singer back in her time, and we already knew why she had faded away. You know, she lost her voice and things like that. Remember now, she was the top act for Motown before Supreme.
Oh, yeah.
But that right there,
she got
no.
You said she lost her voice, right?
Yes. So she's still trying. Remember now, I'm telling you, Martha Reeves and the Vandellas was the top act for Motown before Supreme. Her voice was on hit. Okay.
Yeah.
But you know, I forget what is. I think she had surgery or something like that back in the early '90s.
With her vocal,
right.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So for her to get out there, you know, and try it, okay. But
did you see?
No,
she went on her local news station after that because they interviewed her and asked her about it, and she sang the whole song again.
I did see that. She sang it again.
Yeah,
this is a lady who has a passion for singing, if that's the case. But she sung it again.
On business when she said it was not me, it was them. And when I say she stood on that, she stood on that. It looked
like they was helping her out, right?
They
wasn't doing much better, but they was trying to help her out.
No, you gotta listen to what she said.
She gonna put it on them, huh?
She put it on them, stood on it, and then sang the whole song again. Bless her heart, though.
Bless her heart. Okay, but that right there now, you know, I that surpassed Carl Lewis' performance right there to me. Because that's when I was listening to it. That's what I was saying.
Here we go.
Yeah, bless her heart though. But man, no, and I know she sung it again after that too.
She sure did. Just exactly the same way.
She was singing for free, I guess. So okay.
You know,
oh my goodness.
I just wonder who her handlers are. And they were like, it's okay, Miss Reeves, go ahead and go do that. Because she had to practice, man.
Yeah, she said, like when they interviewed, she said the girls changed the key. They started singing in the wrong key. And the girls.
That's the question right there, Rodney. What key was she in?
The girls were like, no, we were in our key.
Because it seemed like she was singing in different keys herself, you know?
Yeah.
The Jennifer key. She was all over.
She was
all over the place.
All over the place.
She was everywhere. That's too bad.
I forgot all about that, but no, I saw that on Instagram. I said, "Oh my goodness!
Yeah.
Oh my goodness!"
I do want to give it to you for doing it. Just for doing it, man. It takes a lot to just get out there and do it. A lot of people don't even have the heart to stand in front of people and speak. So I'm gonna give her that credit at least. Elijah, I know you want to see something. I see you over there smiling, but it's all right. We're gonna move on. We're gonna keep moving.
I just have one thing to say. Ain't nobody came here to see you, Otis.
Oh my goodness. They came to see me. They came to see the Temptations. What do you say? They came to see the Temptation. Didn't nobody come see you, Otis?
All right. So I want to bring up somebody who's recently, she continues to make history time and time again. Her name is Miss Monet Davis. Miss Monet Davis was born June 24, 2001, and she's an American pro baseball player for the Los Angeles Queens of the Women's Professional Baseball League. She's a center fielder. She's originally from Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, former Little League baseball pitcher and Hampton University softball player. 2014 of the Little League World Series, she was the first girl to earn and win a to win and throw a shutout in the Little League World history. She's the first Little League baseball player to appear on Sports Illustrated as a Little League player. 2019 and then again in 2021, she briefly worked as a broadcaster for ESPN for a few Little League World Series games. And then she also worked for the MLB Network over that period of time. 11/20/25, she was drafted by the Women's Professional Baseball League on April 9th, 2026. She signed a contract with the Indianapolis Clowns of the Banana Ball Championship League. And Miss Monet Davis, she did not hit a home run in the Women's Professional Baseball League, but what she did do, she made history by scoring the very first run in the league's inaugural game on August 1st, 2026 with the Los Angeles Queens, defeating the New York Heights 10-8. So Miss Monet Davis, keep doing what you're doing, keep moving history, and we here at HAIRitage Sports Talk, we congratulate you. So
I definitely do that, and I have to say, because she's been here to Sacramento a couple times, to the Kings game, especially around the time that she was playing baseball in the Little World Series. She has grown. She went to Hampton University. She graduated. I think she's going somewhere. She had got this, and she plays. She's an athlete, okay? Because really, her game is basketball. People don't understand that part, though. Okay, she's a really gifted individual. Definitely something that we can look forward to in the future because she's one of our leaders right now. But yeah, congratulations to you. Salute to you, sister. Hope to see you real soon. And keep doing what you're doing.
Keep doing what you're doing. Miss Roketa Rayford, at this time, I'm going to let you talk about yourself so that way that you can tell the people who the hell you are and what it is that you really do.
Well, I thank you. I appreciate it. First, let me say I really enjoyed this. Thank y'all for allowing me to come into your space and, just chime in on a lot of these topics, have to do with sports. And as you said in the beginning, women do talk sports. It's not a whole lot. You don't see it a whole lot, but there are a lot of women. In fact, last weekend I went to a friend of mine I grew up with in SAC. She leads a group called Can We Talk Sports? And it's a bunch of moms who are all moms of athletes. But these athletes are like NFL players. And so they're moms that formed a group to support other moms about the process because they're like, we in this just as much as our athletes are. So it was very, very, it was just a lot. It was very rewarding to see these women, these moms, talk about the times they put in, what they've done, and talk sports. They were talking everything sports. They were momagers. They were, trainers. Like these women had, resumes themselves. And so I was really excited to be a part of that, to see a bunch of women. So there are women out there that do enjoy sports. I enjoy sports. I grew up in a household. I played sports in school. I grew up. My mom had 5 brothers. Every last one of them played sports, football and basketball. A couple of them went pro. So I was used to, Sundays being all football. Like that was our home was football. My grandfather was a big 49er fan. We had Raider fans in there. So football was just a part of me growing up. I like I said, but I played sports as well. I played basketball. I played softball. I ran track. So, I'm not unfamiliar with sports and how they work and teams, and being an athlete, definitely know a lot about that. I've dabbled in a few things, though, I will say. So my longest run has been in cosmetology. I am still licensed, even down here in Texas. I hold my license here. So I've been in the industry. And I say I'm still in the industry because I still do it a little bit, at least about 23 years now. So, I started out like everybody else, behind the chair, just, getting these heads out of the way. And I knew I had a love for teaching when I was in school. And so I went back to teach. I did 10 years over there at Federico Beauty School. But I from there, I did more, teaching showed me I was able to reach an audience. And that was my biggest thing is I wanted to give back. I wanted to share. I wanted to be able to make an influence, make an impact on these young women's lives. And then, you know, even the barbers came in. I have a lot of barbers students now, ex-students that hit me up. And, you know, when they can say thank you for things that you did in their lives, you know, years ago, I think that's such an important thing. It shows you how you have made a difference. And that's my biggest thing. I want to make a difference wherever I'm going, whatever I'm doing. Even at Meals on Wheels is where I'm at now, making a difference in feeding the elderly community. You know, you'd be surprised at how many elderly people do not eat because they have no resources, no family, no community. And that's what Meals on Wheels do. We're nonprofit, and we go out and serve this community that cannot cook for themselves, can't barely take care of themselves. They have no one there to talk with daily. And so the biggest thing about what we do is provide, you know, companionship to these people and feed them. So, you know, I'm very adamant, very serious about being involved in the community, whether it's the youth, whether it's the elderly. You will find me somewhere out there. You can find me on social media. I'm out there still doing my football thing. I stepped into this about 3 years ago. I had a gentleman hit me up and was like, hey, I heard you like football. Would you mind joining this show with me? And could you do this? Could you do that? I've never done it before. Never got in front of an audience or a screen and spoke sports or football at all, and hopped in just like this with a group of men. I think it was about 3 of them, and went right into talking to sports. And from there, he said, you know what? I don't even want you with them. I want you to do your own thing over here because you bring a certain aspect. You know, you got people that don't know football. And like I said, I'm not into the whole, you know, I love football, but, you know, I don't sit here and study the stats and get all like, I just love the game of football. And so I try to bring, you know, a different touch to it to people that may not know it at all. And even the ones that do, you know, even the analysts out there and the fans that are out there, you know, I want to, the show is to kind of bring all that together, have a little fun. I just like to talk football. I just like to, you know, I like football players, certain teams. And so I bring all of that onto the show. So the network is called On Stage Plus, and they're on all of your streaming sites. You'll find them pretty much anywhere. The guy's based out of the Bay Area, in fact. Him and his wife, they have multiple programs though on there, entertainment, not just sports. They have cooking shows, they have talk shows, they have quite a few other things on there. And so they added me into their sports piece. And so I've been doing it. I took a year off last year, but I've been doing this will be my 3rd season doing it with them. And so once I started it, they wouldn't let me stop doing it. They were like, no, this is you. This is your lane. You need to stay doing this. So I enjoy it though. Anybody that knows me, they know how much I love the 49ers and I love football. So I'm really thankful for this opportunity. This was fun. I could do this all day long. I could, you know, sit here and talk sports, any topics really, but football, that's my thing. So that's all of me.
Okay.
Right on. No, you know, it's just an honor to have you on the show and to hear more about your background, you know, your career and your love for sports. You know, as far as you being an athlete, it seemed like you didn't, you know, participated in a lot of sports yourself, but, you know, just to come on our show, you know, and we enjoy you right away. You talk like you've been on our show about 10 times already. So looking forward to you having you again. And that's something that, you know, like Rodney said at the beginning, you know, we want to hear it from a woman's perspective too, because I learned from that too. And I cover a lot of sports myself. So just to hear what you got to say and how it affects you and how it affects everybody else. And, you know, on top of what you're doing, I'm definitely loving what you're doing about the Meals on Wheels thing. Yeah. It's just an honor to be here, you know, having this conversation with you.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Definitely that. What about you, Elijah? You got anything for Miss Roketa?
I'm just happy to have her here, and don't drink that water. And I'm going to pray for your sister. She's going to be on my prayer list this week.
I ain't drinking. You ain't got to worry about that. Trust me. You do not. I will not even touch it or come near it.
Yeah, just so you know, my family is from Shreveport, and they all drank that water. They be having speed church down there and try to get to that Cowboys game.
What? Speed church.
Speed church.
Yeah.
Edie, hurry up, let's get out. No. All right, thank you. Bless everybody. Time, let's go.
It's funny you say that though. It's funny you say that because you see it in the churches. Like you can see the people are antsy. That every pastor mentions a Cowboy game. They gonna put it in there somewhere. I know the Cowboy game coming on. I know y'all trying to get out. Like they have to say it because you can see it. They like, come on now, Pastor.
You got to be out of here by 1 o'clock. Hallelujah, let's go.
And let's go. They are serious about that out here.
Wow. Speed church.
Yeah.
Final church.
Oh yeah, and it's funny that you mentioned that too early too. When you were talking about stats, which we do. We cap a lot of games, after they happen. But we don't get all into the analytics. That ain't us.
Yeah.
We just talking about the soul. You know what I'm saying? We just talk about the soul of the game, all them numbers and stuff like that.
Absolutely.
A little bit too nerdy for me.
Yeah.
But I like them numbers. Y'all know that. I know them numbers.
We know. Yeah. Oh, yeah, Mr. IT guy. Yeah, I forgot about that.
Somebody got to know him. It's always one in the crowd.
Always. Which I do respect, what Elijah brings to the table as well, too. It's just like, come on, man. I mean, how do these guys supposed to know what they're supposed to be doing? If they standing in the corner, they're going to make 30% of their shots, shooting from a trajectory of 30 feet. Come on now. Come on. 9 times out of 10 like this, and you hit your free throws and, you play defense and you get a steal and you got this many deflections. Oh, my gosh. Oh. I mean, it's okay for the game, though, but like I said, I just want to talk about the soul of the game. That's
exactly what it is. Yeah. Yep. That's what it is right there. The soul of the game.
Yep. So
you coming back though, right? You coming back?
I will be back. If you have me back, I will be back.
I'd love to have you back.
We will bring you back. We'll definitely bring you back. Ladies and gentlemen, this has been another beautiful and great experience here at HAIRitage Sports Talk. We talk about everything on the outside, everything on the inside, definitely everything in the cut. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe, share with your friends. I want to thank Miss Roketa Rayford for coming on. I want to thank Elijah for joining us again. I want to thank Tone for joining us. It has really been, this is an interesting one because of the way it went and how it was spoken about. I just love it. Ladies and gentlemen, this is HAIRitage Sports Talk. That's Tone. That's Elijah. That's Roketa. I'm Rodney.
Thank you. And thank you too, Rodney. Peace.
Thank you.
Yes.
We good, Michelle? Okay, he's coming in with the.
Is he on yet?
I hear the music.
Oh my God, man, it's hot in this shop, man. The air went out in it, so we got
hot in my studio.
Oh, man.